Hi everybody, welcome back. So this is going to be a long video. I'm going to do several readings and it's going to be one long video and I'm barely going to do any editing. It has been a crazy busy week for me. I even forgot to email my boss today. At the end of the day I always email them and I really forgot. I forgot to put on I have shoes to go. I have shoes that I wear around the house only. Like these little cons that I just wear around the house, and I never use them to go outside. And I got in the car and I forgot that I had those shoes on, and I was like halfway gone already. And so I just left them on. So it's been a very crazy day. I had tons and tons of emails and things like that to catch up on, and now I'm looking forward tonight to meeting up with my friends, and we're gonna go see. We're gonna go to one of their houses and see Midsummer. I don't know if you guys saw that movie. I haven't yet, and I love horror movies. And a few people told me it was really good. And hopefully we'll order some pizza. We don't know yet. Chinese or pizza. And I may do a glass of wine because I know it's only Wednesday, but what a day. Alright, so here we go. And this is Peter Pan. And because it's going to be a reading on, actually, Shape Free. Shape Free, how are you? Shape Free gives such insightful comments, but does it with a lot of humor. And they're just so entertaining. Thank you so much, Shape Free. And Shape Free asked about the Queen of England versus Brexit. And if she's trying to pick up another PM. Now, when I did the reading on Boris Johnson, I told you guys, this was back in September, end of September 26th, 27th, and I told you guys that she was trying to get rid of him, and I did get some emails from a few of you and some comments saying that the Queen can't do that, and then we found out that she was trying to get rid of him. Man, it seems like they're embarrassed to admit it, but they're trying to sweep it under the rug, like she never did ask her aides what her rights were. But I don't see her liking him at all. But anyway, let's get started. Queen of England. Oh, and because she's like the Wendy in the book, I picked this book because all the other men are they're just running around. Boris and Dominic and all these people are just running around creating chaos and trying to put the UK in Never Never Land. And eventually she's the only adult. She stays behind and holds the fort and is the mature one in the situation. So I thought it was proper. This was a perfect book for this reading. So let's see. Let's take a look at the Queen. Queen Elizabeth, her opinion on Brexit, her ideal in Brexit. Whoa. Queen Elizabeth and her opinion on Brexit and her ideal when it comes to Brexit. And what will be the outcome of that? Show a sacred spirit. Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth and Brexit. Queen Elizabeth and Brexit. Queen Elizabeth and Brexit. Let's do it one more time. Queen Elizabeth and Brexit. Queen Elizabeth and Brexit. Queen Elizabeth and Brexit. Oh no. So I could have not picked a better card even if I pulled it out myself. I think she's thinking if she destroys Brexit, it will be a destruction for her and her house as well. So she's holding herself back. She's afraid of destruction of her home and of the UK. Hey, this Brexit has been a terrible nightmare. I know a lot of people think that Brexit is a great idea and they consider themselves patriots, and please forgive me if I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but what in the world? It's pretty scary what's going on there. Okay, let's do it old school. Again, let's do old school Rider-Waite Celtic Cross. So that the old school Rider-Waite is an extra card. So this covers the Queen Elizabeth versus Brexit. Young man, young people with good news about money. These are the obstacles. Wait, was it like this? These are the obstacles. The status quo. The fear of losing what they currently have now, the gains, the riches that they have now. This crowns them. Okay, so they're looking to us, so they're trying to find, obviously. So she's very, like, wow, she's a very thoughtful person. She's concerned. It's like she wants to appease everyone. She's hoping that they find some sort of accordance with a Brexit. You know, not that she wants Brexit, but she wants a deal that will bring it down, bring the Brexit. And I know a lot of people think, oh, this woman is ignorant. She's reading these cards and she doesn't know what Brexit means. It just means, you know, an avoidance of the current taxes that they pay to the EU. I understand the whole thing. I understand that. I just don't see, I just see people trying to, like, or perhaps Brexit will be crippled in a way. Even if they pass Brexit, it's within a matter of days it'll be crippled. I just don't see it being Brexit passing as we know it now. Okay, so this is what Queen versus Brexit, in her opinion of it, this is what she has to work with, and is her own Queen of Pentacles. Okay, this is a woman that can call the shots at the end of the day. Is that her vote? She feels like she can call the shots at the end of the day. She's wondering, she's not wondering anymore. She feels like she's holding that vote. If push comes to shove, she's gonna jump in. She's pretty brave. It's not like she's timid about it. She's concerned, but not scared of having to do what needs to be done at the end of the day. She doesn't want it to get there. Okay, so this is in the recent past. Secrets, so they're holding secret meetings. Yeah, so I know she Freeman mentioned that, you know, secretly they don't like it that the Queen and the bankers and all those people with interest, they don't really like this. Okay, and in the upcoming future, in the next few days, okay, they're going to try to work at it. Okay, so I see them trying to reach an agreement. I see both parties working for the Pentacles up here. Okay, so they're going to try to amicably work this out. Okay, so in the next, like I said, there's going to be some good news for the Brexit people in the next few days. Not terrible news for the anti-Brexit people either, but they're going to be the anti-Brexit people's hearts will sink for a bit. You know, sometimes it's better to know than to be in the dark. Let's keep going. I'm not saying that that's exactly what's going to happen, that Brexit's going to pass successfully like they portray it to be. So let's just keep going. This is in the next few days, okay? In the next upcoming days. The Queen versus Brexit, this is their essence. So quid pro quo upside down. This card is, you know, I give you, and later I expect to be repaid. You see the scales. Somehow, it doesn't have to be with money. This is just the explanation for the card. And it's upside down. So no one wants to, at the end of the day, even though they're portraying to the outside world like they want to work, and some do, many do, there are some at the core of it that have no tolerance for negotiations. It's their way or the highway. It's their way or the highway. Okay. And so this is the home, the environment, the country, the courts, everyone involved, EU, strength. So each person has their own, it's like a tug of war right now, and each side is pulling for their own benefit. Okay, so they're going to do the facade of working together, but in the next couple of days. And some will be misled thinking that they do want to work together. But the essence is that they don't want to give any rope from their side. They're adamant about sticking to their principles, each side, and everyone has their strength for themselves. They're pulling for themselves. Hopes and fears, distress, insomnia, stress during the day, distress and insomnia at night, can't sleep, can't think. The mind is not clear. There are too many thoughts of importance piercing their consciousness, and they cannot find rest. Even in the best of circumstances. You see how the bed, it's a beautiful bed and has a beautiful pillow. It looks clean and the quilt is there and the person's in their nightgown. Everything is dark behind them. It's perfect for sleeping, but the swords, the 9 swords are piercing their minds and they're unable to consolidate any peace. And this is what will come. Leaving. Okay, so leaving negotiations, the Queen versus Brexit. The Queen versus Brexit. So they will leave without a deal. Not leave the UK, the non-Brexit and the Brexit people that are trying to get together and work it out. They won't come to a deal. They're not going to come to a treaty. They won't find the middle ground, and they're going to go their separate ways. Okay. I'm going to do something else. I'm going to do another spread on this leaving card. Leaving what? Let's see. Illuminate us. What is this leaving card? Okay, so good cards. We're leaving. We're like, I'm not British, but you know, I say we, as in we're all on the same boat worldwide. Okay, so will the UK be leaving? Does this card mean that the UK is leaving? Good cards, yes. Bad cards, no. Does this card mean that the UK is leaving the EU? Good cards, yes. Bad cards, no. Does this card mean that the UK is leaving the EU? Good cards, yes. Bad cards, no. Burdensome. These are his obstacles. Ace of Coins. There's something going on with their money. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Like, the pound is going to go down. So that's their main fear. This crowns it. 9 of Wands. Holy moly. This is going to be a longer... This is going to go extended, guys. That's extended. This is what... So, Is the UK leaving? Does this card mean that the UK is leaving the EU? This is what it has to work with. Two of coins, papers, contracts, upside down. They can't get to a contractual agreement here. In its recent past. Woo! They can't leave. Oh man, this card, I have not been so happy to see this card. The Four of Swords. Okay, so that's in the recent past. We know they were stabbed to death with that. Okay. And in the upcoming future, King of Cups upside down. So that's Boris. Ooh, he's becoming the villain of the story here. Okay, this is its essence. Are they leaving? Knight of Swords, they want to, but they... Oh my god, they can't... Let's see, hold on. Let me think about this. So they want to leave, but it's incapacity to leave. The horse is upside down with his legs in the air. How is he going to take off? Okay, this is the environment. The world. Okay, this is a great card for the environment. Does this mean... See, I keep getting contradictory cards for this. Okay, let's keep going. Hopes and fears. Temperance. They're out of bounds, these people, and what will come? Two of Cups upside down. Okay, so they want, right now, I guess they're dealing with all those other countries that they don't seem to want them to leave. And honestly, I think some of them, the Boris people, some of them are relieved. I think they're having second thoughts. It's like they could if they would, but I don't know what's going on. I'm almost at the point of conspiracy theory. Like, are these people doing this on purpose to manipulate the pound? So weird. And then the Two of Cups upside down. Two of Cups upside down is... Two of Cups upside down is misunderstanding. It's you can't reach an agreement. You guys, I keep telling you. I know everybody thinks they're gonna leave. If I were to see, so the world is the only like good card that they got. And that is the best card you could get, but that's in the environment. It's not the outcome. I hate those people. They're making us waste our time in our lives worrying about this crap. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say I hate. I just hate these circumstances we find ourselves in. And I'm annoyed by these people, mostly. I'm sure that if they were to meet me, they would tell me off and insult the hell out of me. Maybe I should detest them. But yeah, I don't, honestly, Dominic, what's his face? I saw his cards and they were like terrible cards. Even the Death card and the Tower. Is that guy gonna be kicked out? I was to the point that thinking, well, did this guy get attacked or something? Bolsonaro style? Like, I need to do a cup on him. I try to do it today, but I started working really early today. I was at my desk at 5:30 a.m. and I was going to do the video during my lunch break, but I decided just to answer emails and comments and things like that in my own personal emails and try to get out of work a little early so I could do this reading. But soon I'll do a reading on him soon, Dominic. So yeah, I mean, Guys, I mean, the Four of Swords, that's bad cards. They're not leaving. Then you got the Two of Coins upside down. That means bad contracts. I honestly don't see that October 31st thing happening. And I'm going out on a limb here. People are gonna... Oh, man. But that's what I see. That's what the cards say. Okay, now I'm gonna do a reading on... Let's see... Shockwaves. Okay, Shockwaves, he sent a or she, I'm sorry. Shockwaves sent a request. Will Scotland succeed from the UK? So let's do that one. Let's do Scotland with these beautiful gold cards, the Golden Tarot here. Will Scotland leave the UK? Will Scotland leave, secede the UK? Will Scotland secede the UK? Will they secede from the UK? Will Scotland secede from the UK? From the Queen, from England, from the UK, will they secede from the UK? Will they become an independent country? King of Wands upside down. Oh man, I should have read up on Scotland more before I did this reading, but I'm just going to tell you what I see here now. Please forgive me if I insult anybody, but I see that the leader of Scotland just doesn't have the energy to, the will, the core, the energy to leave. This is what, it's its essence. This covers it. The Judgment. So there's a lot of indecision there. They can't judge one way or the other. They want, some don't want to leave, some want to leave. These are its obstacles. Three of Swords, that's not good. It feels like the situation with Scotland, like it's been... It's brought in a lot of heartbreak to the Scottish people being part of the UK. But they're somehow tied to them. This crowns it. The Queen of Wands. So will there be a woman ruler? Will there be a woman ruler in Scotland? Do they? I'm sorry, let me look this up. I know it's Queen Elizabeth is I get it. Don't correct me. I know that. I'm not. But let's see. Okay, so Nicola Ferguson. He's okay, so poor guy. It's like he's kind of crippled because some of his constituents want to stay and some want to leave. And it's a lot for one person alone. Let's see here. Oh, so again, they want to leave but can't. The ones that do want to leave. All these queens. Oh my goodness. Tons of queens in Scotland. Oh, so the woman holding the money. Woman holding the money in the past. Future. 8 of Coins upside down. Oh, I just don't see them putting that much effort to leave. Maybe because right now they don't. Now, excuse me, I don't mean to hurt anyone's feelings if you want to leave Scotland, but I'm just reading what I see here. Maybe it's not the time. There's not enough pressure for them right now to want to leave. I know that that sounds contradictory because of the whole Brexit thing. Will affect them terribly. This is the essence. Oh, no, they're not gonna leave. They're not gonna leave the UK. This is the environment, 5 of Wands. There'll be infighting within them trying to leave. The environment, but not like violent, like I don't see like deadly violence or anything like that because they want to leave. Hopes and fears, distress, causing more problems than there already are, and what will come. Knight of Wands. No, I don't think so, guys. In order for them to leave, you know how you choose your path. So I guess, you know, right now the cards are showing the current path, the current path right now. And the current path right now that is going on is not enough for them to will them out of a separation from the UK. In the future, that may change. We can keep doing more readings on this. I find it very interesting. So, yeah, no. I don't see them leaving the UK. Okay, and then I did a cup. I did 2 cups yesterday and I never got to read them. So, I mean, I read them for myself, but I never got to do a video on them. No time. I'll just leave this here. For Nancy Pelosi. So this is the book I chose for Nancy Pelosi because to me she's dealing with Pazuzu in the Oval Office. You know, Pazuzu was a demon that took over the little girl Reagan. This guy in his great unmatched wisdom. What a psycho. Okay, so that's why I chose that. Nancy Pelosi. Show us Nancy Pelosi. Show us Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi, born March 26, 1940. Nancy Pelosi, born March 26, 1940. Sacred Spirit, show us Nancy Pelosi. Will she exorcise the demon? Yeah, she's a powerful woman. She feels she's alone, though. Every time I do a reading for a world leader, be it Trump or whoever, which I consider her a world leader as well, they always come out alone. She's alone, but she's strong. She can handle it. This covers her. She has secrets. She has secret and secret knowledge. She has secret strategies and secret knowledge. These are her obstacles. Ooh, everything's falling apart. Oh no. So, yeah. I mean, it's not a terrible card to get in this position. So, she feels like everything's falling apart. This crowns her. She's willing to work with others. So, she's known as the one willing to work with others. This is what she has and is hers. So she has, I know people say that the squad is against her, but no, she has younger people with votes, with money, with knowledge. That's who she has to work with, and she may start working with them even more now. So the strength card is looking this way, the head is pointing that way. So I'm going to put the reason past right here. In the past few days, nostalgia upside down. So people that used to be her friends are turning her their backs on her. Oh, well, we know. We know who that is. And this is the upcoming few days now, in the near future. She is having too much on her plate. She feels overburdened, overworked. She's 80 years old. Wait, huh? No, 79 years old. She's 79 years old. This is her essence. She wants to get the hell out of there. She might be thinking of retiring. Everybody's leaving. That's her wish right now. That she could leave. Grow wings and just fly away. She's thinking about leaving. Guys, Nancy Pelosi's thinking about leaving. This is her environment, but she thinks the emperor, this motherfucker, Pazuzu, Cujo. The environment is too Cujo-y. Pazuzu strapped down to his bed and vomiting and spewing nonsense. Alright, and hopes and fears. Yeah, that she could leave, but leave someone, you know, that's younger and respectable and knowledgeable and understands science and understands politics, but she doesn't find that person. Or she hasn't found that person. And what will come? She's gonna be sticking around, guys. She's gonna be sticking around. This is what she wants to do. And that's what's gonna happen. She's gonna have to stick around because of Pazuzu, Cujo. Yep. Hey, so I am ready to show you the Nancy Pelosi cup. Woo! Sorry, I went downstairs because I threw my clothes in the washing machine. But I don't, if I'm gonna leave, because I'm gonna leave in about, you know, I'm gonna leave in about half an hour or so. I don't leave my clothes drying because I'm afraid. I've heard that there's fires. If like with the dryers, sometimes there's dust or too much lint in it, and then you don't know, and then it creates a fire. So I don't want to throw my clothes in the dryer and then walk away. Don't ever do that, guys. If you look it up, look that up online. A lot of the home fires are caused by dryers. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it in the washing machine, and when I get back I'll dry it. Anyway, so I got this cup on Nancy Pelosi the other day, and woo-wee, have I got news for you guys. So remember in the tarot that I just did in the spread, I said she has secrets and she has knowledge and she has strategy. All right, so here we go. So as you can see, this is Nancy over here. See how it's like not straight, like guys come out more masculine like and women come out a little more, you know, hourglassy like. So that's her, and she's thinking about children. Children that are alone. Children that are alone. So, you know, those are the kids at the borders. A lot of people forgotten about, not us, but, you know, in the news, like they don't mention them anymore as much. Very rare. She has not forgotten these kids. And she's working, this is Chuck Schumer over here. Look, his like thinning hair on top. And then he has like a hunchback. Chuck Schumer has a little hunchback, right? Yeah, so I think that's him. They might go visit the kids at the border. Chuck and Nancy. And so here we have, look how two different countries come out. Ay, it's so blurry. Look how two different countries come out. You see a divide right there? A water divide. So you know how there's a river between Mexico and the United States? And you see something there floating? I don't know. It looks like an animal to me. It doesn't look like a person. So I think they might, like the environmentalist people, they might come out with a lawsuit or something when it comes to the wall, having to do with the habitat of animals here. And I think Chunk and Nancy are all for it. I think that's going to serve as a way to, like, not that the Trump administration cares about the environment. They don't at all. They might say they do. Their actions are contrary to what they say. And they're thinking of uniting parents, you see? Parents with their children. They might, and you see how this is a different land? This is the US over here. Oh, now I'm too high. Sorry, guys. So this is the US over here. This is the divide between the US and Mexico over here. And you see how the kid is alone here? And then you see a kid with two parents here? I think that they're going to want to send the kids back to Mexico to their families. I think that's what they might want or propose to do, instead of having the children all alone here in the United States. They might get criticized for that. I don't know. Maybe they can reunite the kids with their mother and father. Yeah, so that's what I see. That's what I see there. Okay. And as we move along here, you have Donald Trump. So she's going to be meeting with Trump, Kushner, and somebody else. And they're going to be discussing. Oh my God, guys, I hope I'm right. I think I know why Trump doesn't want people to see his taxes. Okay, I know some of it. I don't know all of it. But here what comes out in the cup. You see this money up here? And how this, I told you, like heavy things like that are either courts, lawyers, judges. That's what that is. So, okay, so I might not know everything about Trump's taxes, but what comes out here is that he owes a lot of taxes. That's why he doesn't want anybody to see his taxes. That's part of it. Who knows what else he's done? But right now on this cup right here, he owes a massive amount of taxes. And Nancy knows it. She's gonna manhandle him with that information. And she might use that. Oh my, I don't know. I don't want to say put things like, this is just my perspective of it. She might be like, you know what? Help me out with these kids. Not that she's going to negotiate anything like that, but she might threaten him and she might do it anyway. So yeah, I think that's his big secret with his taxes, that he owes a lot of money. He owes a lot of money. Oh my word, that's funny to me. A lot of people say that he's not as rich as he is. And I'm sure that there's some truth to that. There's a lot of truth to that. Or that he has dealings with the Russians, or we all know that there's some implications there. But I don't know if 8 years of taxes will go all the way back to his Russia days. Maybe. Eric Trump said that most of their money they get from Russia. But what I see here is that he owes, this is what I know for sure according to the cup, that he owes a massive amount of money in taxes. And there's discussions, okay, about that, about this. And here we have Jared Kushner again in his secret lair. What the heck? So maybe she already knows about that. There's a reporter on his heels. I want to know who this person is. Oh my, every freaking cup I do, Jared Kushner, his secret lair, a reporter behind him, and you guys, he's gonna get sick. I think this is Jared. It could be Melania, because Jared and Melania come out similar. I don't know why. Sometimes it's hard, but I think this is Jared. He's even gonna get sick from the stress, you guys. He's gonna get sick from the stress. So as we sit here, Nancy Pelosi is working on reuniting those kids with their parents, working on with environmentalists on the effects of the border wall with animals, or its effects on animals and the wildlife in that area. She is meeting with Trump, Jared, and somebody else, discussing, listen, bitches, I know about your taxes, okay? And then we will find out that Trump owes mad money, and she already knows that. Jared Kushner, his secret lair. Jared's gonna get sick. There's a reporter on his heels this time. Oh, man. Yeah, there's a reporter on his heels. Yeah, that's all I got for Nancy this time. I don't know. I've been low on my energy. I think I've had too many distractions. I need to settle down. I haven't been able to do my meditations like I do in the mornings. I have to shorten them by like 15 minutes. I need to get myself organized again. So yeah, that's what I got on this code for Nancy. Thank you everybody for listening.